Welcome to my channel, The Human Frontier. The knock came at exactly 0:17 station time. Not loud. Not urgent. Precise. I was awake already. Frontier instincts never really leave you, even when you're assigned to the safest diplomatic outpost in the inner ring of the Avran Empire. My quarters were small by Avran standards, functional alloy walls, a single viewport overlooking the glowing cityscape of Lythra Prime. Towering spires of living crystal pierced the clouds, their surfaces pulsing softly with bioluminescent energy. Anti-gravity lanes shimmered between them like rivers of light. Humans weren't meant to stay in the capital long. We were tolerated, studied, occasionally trusted, but never invited. The knock came again. 3 evenly spaced taps. No one used doors here unless it was formal. I rose slowly and approached. The door slid open, and the galaxy shifted. High Magistrate Seralith stood in the corridor. Her silver-white skin reflected the corridor lights like polished marble. Her dark ceremonial mantle flowed around her tall frame, threaded with faintly glowing neural strands, symbols of her authority within the Imperial Council. A narrow circlet hovered inches above her brow, rotating slowly. Behind her, the corridor was empty. No guards. No attendants. No witnesses. Her luminous eyes met mine. "Human," she said quietly. "Assist me." I stared for half a heartbeat too long. The High Magistrate of the Avran Empire did not appear unannounced in the private quarters of a human liaison after midnight. That alone could ignite political catastrophe. "Is this official business?" I asked carefully. Her gaze flicked past me, scanning the interior of my quarters. Then back to me. "No," she said. That single word carried more weight than a declaration of war. I stepped aside. She entered. The door sealed behind her with a soft hiss. For a moment, neither of us spoke. The hum of the city outside filtered faintly through the viewport. She removed her mantle. And I understood. Along her right shoulder and down her arm, faint fractures of dark energy pulsed beneath her skin. Not blood. Not bruising. Instability. "You are injured," I said. Her jaw tightened slightly. "It is contained," she replied. "For now." Avran physiology was resilient, adaptive cellular matrices, accelerated regeneration. But the dark pulses along her arm weren't biological. They were technological. "You've been exposed to a feedback surge," I said. "Yes." "From what?" She held my gaze. "From within the council chamber." The words chilled me. The Imperial Council was the most secure location in the galaxy. Or it was supposed to be. "You suspect sabotage," I said quietly. "I do not suspect," she replied. "I know." I felt the room shrink. "And you came to me because..." Her eyes narrowed slightly. "Because humans are not linked to our neural grid." That was true. Avran officials were connected through a subtle biosynthetic network that enhanced communication and decision-making. It was also a vulnerability. If someone had compromised it. "They can track your internal diagnostics," I said slowly. "Yes. And if you sought treatment within official channels, I would expose weakness." Silence settled between us. "You need manual intervention," I concluded. Yes. There it was. The High Magistrate of the Avran Empire standing in my room, asking a human for help in secret. "Why me?" I asked. "You were a field medic before diplomatic assignment," she said. So she had researched me. "I treated soldiers," I said. "Not members of the Imperial Council." Her gaze sharpened. "Tonight, you will treat me as a patient." The fractures along her arm pulsed darker. Time was not on her side. "Sit," I said, gesturing toward the small metal chair near the workstation. She hesitated, just slightly, then obeyed. That, more than anything, told me how serious this was. I activated my portable med scanner. Its soft blue beam traced along her arm, projecting a holographic image of her internal systems. The feedback surge had embedded a fragment of corrupted code into her biosynthetic interface. It was spreading slowly, attempting to integrate with her neural lattice. If this reaches your core node, I said quietly, you'll lose control of your motor functions. I am aware. And possibly your decision-making processes. I am aware of that as well. Her voice remained steady, but I saw tension beneath it. You could have died tonight, I said. Her eyes met mine. Yes. The scanner beeped softly. I'll need to manually sever the corrupted thread, I said. It will be uncomfortable. I did not come here for comfort. I swallowed. Using fine-tuned surgical instruments, I began isolating the dark pulses beneath her skin. Unlike human tissue, Avrin cells responded to direct neural commands. She had to lower her internal defenses for me to access the damaged area. You will need to trust me, I said. Her eyes held mine. I would not be here if I did not. Slowly, she exhaled. The shimmering field around her arm dimmed. I worked carefully, sweat forming along my brow despite the cool room temperature. One wrong move could trigger a cascade reaction. Who would dare sabotage the council? I asked quietly. Ambition breeds impatience, she said. You have enemies. All leaders do. The corrupted thread resisted extraction, tightening like a living thing. It's trying to anchor, I muttered. Then be faster, she replied calmly. I adjusted the frequency of the extraction tool. The thread flared violently. Her body stiffened. Stay with me, I said. Her jaw clenched, but she did not cry out. With a final surge, the corrupted fragment tore free, disintegrating into harmless light. The dark pulses faded. The fractures beneath her skin sealed gradually. I stepped back, breathing hard. It's gone, I said. She flexed her fingers experimentally. Control returned smoothly. You have skill, she said. You have enemies, I countered. She rose from the chair, retrieving her mantle. If word of this spreads, I continued, it won't just be scandal. It could destabilize the empire. That is why it will not spread. She stepped closer. Close enough that I could see faint constellations reflected in her irises. You will speak of this to no one. I won't. A pause. But this won't be the last attempt, I added. Her silence confirmed it. They're testing you, I said. Probing for weakness. Yes. And you came alone tonight. Yes. That was reckless. Her gaze sharpened slightly. Was it? If someone followed you. They did not. You're certain? Her expression shifted almost imperceptibly. No. The word lingered between us. Suddenly, a faint pulse flickered through the room's lighting grid. We both noticed it. That wasn't me, I said. The lights flickered again. Seralitha's eyes narrowed. They found us. Before I could respond, the door's control panel sparked. Someone was attempting remote override. They're tracing the residual surge, I said. They anticipated I would seek external assistance, she replied. The door shuddered. I moved to the workstation, pulling up emergency security protocols. Your neural grid, I said quickly. Can you mask your signature? Partially. Do it. She closed her eyes briefly. The circlet above her brow glowed brighter, then dimmed. The door's override attempt intensified. They're escalating, I muttered. If they breach, she said calmly, you will deny everything. If they breach, I replied, I doubt denial will matter. The locking mechanism sparked again. I initiated a manual circuit scramble, an old human trick, bypassing advanced systems with analog interference. The lights stabilized. The door went still. Silence. We waited. 10 seconds. 20. Nothing. They've withdrawn, I said slowly. For now, she replied. She turned toward the viewport, gazing out over Lythra Prime. This changes the balance, she said quietly. You can't face this alone, I replied. Her reflection in the glass studied me. You are human, she said. Your involvement complicates matters. Your survival matters more. She was silent for a long moment. Why? She asked. Because if the empire fractures, I said, the frontier burns first. A faint understanding flickered in her eyes. You protect your people, she said. Yes. As I protect mine. Yes. She faced me fully now. Tonight was not only about survival, she said softly. It wasn't. No. Then what? She stepped closer again. In this palace, I am surrounded by allies who monitor every breath I take. And here, she said, I am simply Serelith. The weight of that admission settled heavily. You trusted me, I said. I calculated you, she corrected gently. And her lips curved faintly. My calculations were correct. Outside, the city pulsed with quiet brilliance. You should return before dawn, I said. Yes. She moved toward the door, then paused. This will not be the last midnight, she said. That sounds ominous. It is strategic. A small, almost imperceptible smile touched her expression. And personal. The door unlocked smoothly this time. Before stepping into the corridor, she looked back at me. Human, she said softly. Yes. Tonight, you altered more than corrupted code. Then she was gone. The corridor lights dimmed behind her as she vanished into the sleeping palace. I stood alone in the quiet hum of my quarters. The knock at 017 had seemed small, insignificant. But I understood now. Empires do not change in daylight. They change in quiet rooms, in moments of trust, in midnight decisions. And nothing would ever be the same again. Thank you for listening. Subscribe for more cinematic science fiction stories.